We'll start with Wes.
Omari, so many offenses these days really, they spread it out and they kind of come at you with tempo and throw it a bunch. When you go up against a team like a Kentucky that kind of plays a little more old school, just kind of runs it at you, as a defensive lineman, do you enjoy that?
I would say it's better to go against a team like that because it slows the game down for you because we're so used to practicing against the tempo, playing against tempo teams previous this season. So I would say that it's just it's all right, but it still like allows us. I would say might be an advantage towards us because it still allows us to just focus on the little details and just look at something in formations before we actually like get lined up and play a snap.
Jimmy.
Omari, Tennessee's got 70 tackles for losses, and I wonder from your perspective, how important do you think tackles for losses are? And is that one of the first stats that you look at after a game?
I think tackle for losses is a big part of this defense as a whole unit. We look at that and we just, because if we're tackling players on their side of the line of scrimmage, it just shows that we're creating havoc and we're playing on their side of the ball. And that's what our coaches want us to do, and that's what this team wants to do as a unit, as a defensive unit. And I think it's just a big accomplishment for us to have that number of tackles for loss, and we just have to keep improving throughout the rest of the season.
Do you look at that stat after the game?
Yes, they let us know those stats after the game, and it's just amazing that we have that, and we just got to keep improving.
Ben.
What has Rodney Garner meant to you in your game, and what's the biggest area of your game that you've seen improve this year?
Mm-hmm. For me, Coach Garner, I would say he's just pushing me to play with a better pad level and play just a better pad level and just more vertical off the ball. And I think that's something, like I said before, he's pushed me since spring, and I think it's improving. It's not where I want it to be, or it's not where he wants it to be, but it shows that it's improving. It shows that I'm working on it, and I think it's going to keep getting better.
Vince.
Morris, Matt Butler's playing at a pretty high level. Can you talk about some of the specifics and how he impacts his teammates, including you?
Matt Butler, he's a real great teammate. He's always putting other players before himself. He's always looking to help others, just always, whether it's in practice, outside of practice, he's always looking to just help you be a better you. And I feel like Matt Butler is really showing up, and Matt Butler keep doing big things. And it's just really been a great for me, just coming in, being able to, taking me under his wing. It was just really good. It's been really good for me. And I think he's going to keep improving and keep doing what he's doing.
Patrick.
Mark, kind of following up on that, Coach Banks said that Butler is a relentless worker. Have you kind of seen that, just the way he works and prepares during the week to play like he does on Saturday?
My bad. Could you repeat it? My bad.
Yeah, Coach Banks and you're talking about how Matt Butler is just a relentless worker and talking about how what he does during the week shows up on Saturdays. As a younger player watching an older guy do that, does that kind of motivate you, or kind of what's your view on him?
It's laying the ground for me as a younger player to keep that going on as he goes out. Just keep that going, and for whoever comes in after me, and it's just that's what Matt Butler. He's taking a big step, and he's always been a leader, and he's just taking another step as a leader this year as Coach Garner pushes him to a high level every day, and it's just Matt Butler's accepted the challenge, and he's not only proven to us in this building, but he's proven to everybody that he can really do it. And it's not all about football. He's just a great guy off the field as well, and he's just a great teammate.
Any more? Ryan, and then back to Jimmy.
Omari, you guys have done a pretty good job of shutting down opposing running backs in the running game this year. Why do you think you guys have done a better job of that this year? Is it as simple as just winning more one-on-one battles, or something scheme-wise, or mindset and approach, or what's gone into that?
I would say it's just far as just playing vertical, playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage, and I think that's very important because running backs don't like when linemen are in their face. So I think when we do that, it makes it hard for running backs to do what they do, and I think we just got to keep improving on that. And we're not satisfied with what we have done so far, and we just want to keep improving over these next 4 games.
Jimmy, and then Eric.
Omari, you involved in that safety against Ole Miss, and I just wonder your reaction to that play, what it meant to you, if that's kind of like the holy grail for a defensive lineman.
It was a really exciting moment, especially against Ole Miss, which was a school close to home for me. So it was just a really exciting moment to have my family here and see that, and for it to be my first sack and for it to be a safety. It was just it's blessings, and I was just very happy, and my teammate was so happy for me. I was just excited.
Eric?
Yeah, I know you don't like to live in the past, but that Kentucky game last year, were there some lessons learned from that game, moving forward the rest of the season?
Yeah, I feel like we just, looking back, we just don't look back at it. We just continue to work and just realize we know what happened last year, but it's a new season, it's a new team, and we're just going to keep doing what we're doing and keep playing how we're playing.
And being an in-state guy, does the Kentucky game, mean maybe a little bit more compared to other games?
I feel like every game, every week is a big week. And I mean, it's a battle every week, and this is just another battle this upcoming weekend. We know it's going to be a really good test for us to show where we are, and we're ready to accept the challenge.
Back and back.
Are there certain situations in games or against certain players, types of players, where you guys are not trying to play vertically and play more laterally along the line?
Well, I mean, of course, we have different schemes and stuff like that, but it's all about if you plan more horizontally, you still have to. If you play horizontal first, you still have to get vertical. So it's all you're playing vertical regardless if you step horizontal first or just vertical right off the snap.
All right, time for one more if anyone wants that. All right, thanks, Omari. Appreciate it.